Hi, welcome. It's Grandma Roseanne, and this is the channel that says From Garden to Kitchen and More. Well, this is the more part, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to make a really beautiful, or what I hope will turn out beautiful, arrangement for my living room. Now, I got this glass bowl, which I thought was really, really pretty, and I got it at a thrift store, and it was 75 cents, which I think is really, really good. But now, because it's glass, we're really having a problem as to what to do down here. If it were a vase that had been painted, then you're able to just crumble up some chicken wires, stick it in there, and that becomes the frog for what you're wanting to do. Well, I don't want to put a frog in here. So what we did, hopefully creative enough, cameraman, if you can see this, got some wire. This is the gopher wire that we use to keep the gophers out of the garden. And he cut the diameter of this. Then what I did on top of that is I put Farolite, and this is it's an adhesive. It comes in a roll like this, and I'm telling you guys, it lasts forever. Nothing happens to this stuff. It does not dry out. So I molded it around there, and hopefully this is going to stick to it. Now, in the perfect world, it will. Ah, and it did. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Now, the reason for this, I'm really excited that worked. I did not think it was going to. Cameraman, thank you. You did a good job on the edges here. Now, the reason this is important is you can see all of those little holes in there. Those actually are going to become the frog. That's what's going to keep every flower that we place, it's going to keep it in its appropriate place. So now we can just start playing. So I like to start with the taller flowers first, but before that, I was concerned about showing that there was going to be enough stems going down. So what I did is I just cut some stems from other arrangements, and I'm going to just stick them in like that. So we can kind of design what we want this base to look like. You see, the problem we would have had if we didn't have a frog in there. Okay, so I've got a few more here. And if you watch the Christmas video, the film on the arrangements for Christmas, these were the sticks that I cut off of those flowers. So don't throw anything away. Really, just save it. You have no idea when you're next going to need it. Now, we want to start with the taller flowers, and it's going to be a monochromatic, so it's going to be primarily one color. There. And I wanted to have a little height to it. There. I think that's going to work out just fine. Always play around with your leaves and get them where you want them, because they don't always come the way you want them. Okay, now this one I have to cut off. I'll be using that leaf either in this arrangement or I'll be using it in a different arrangement. But I will be using it in time. And if stuff starts flopping around in the beginning, don't worry about it. Hopefully we have enough filler in here that we will be able to, you got to cut off these little knobby ends, otherwise it will not slide down through there, okay? I had to cut that off. think I'm going to have to stand up for a good portion of this. And this is going to be one-sided, so I don't have to worry about the back side of it because it's going to be up against a wall. I need glasses because I can't see these little squares that I have to get into. Because Grandma's getting old. There. All right, so I've been just putting some of the flowers into the wires, and they're holding up pretty good. Now, when the flower stem was, it was too slim and it was wobbling, then I took one of these extra sticks that I had, stuck it in first, and then wedged this into it. So you can see the back side here that's going to be against the wall really has nothing, but it is starting to develop on the front side, okay? So all I'm doing is just placing flowers at this point, so I'll be back in a few minutes here. So I got these floppy things that I didn't know what the world I was going to use them for, but I loved them. So what I did thus far is I cut one, and I'm just draping it over the side here. There's no guarantee that's where it's going to stay, but that's where it is right now, and let's see how it develops. Okay. So I believe in life there are treasures. There are treasures that have come down through the generations. There are treasures that we create because of traditions within our family. There's treasures that we make that may only be for a short period of time in our life. One of the treasures that we have passed down in our family is this picture of my grandmother and my grandfather. And I think that that is one of the most beautiful pictures I have ever seen. I loved her so much, and she was such an amazing grandmother. And she remained that beautiful up until the time she passed, and she was almost 100 years old. This is one of the things that I think we make that's in our life for a period of time. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. And what I want you to get from this video is not, oh, I have to put this flower here, I have to put that flower there. That is not what I want you to get from this. What I want you to get from this is to walk through Michael's or Hobby Lobby or, I don't know, dollar store, wherever you happen to go. Hobby Lobby is the best of the three. And when you see things that just draw you, they just kind of, you go, oh, that's so pretty, pick it up. And you'll find that by the end of your little trip through that floral department, you will have something that is beautiful for you. And that's what it should represent, what's beautiful for you. So when you are placing the flowers, the construction that you have to place into is kind of important. So we were very fortunate with the gopher wire and the floral tape, that worked really well. So that might be something that'll help you as well. And then as I'm putting flowers in, all of the flowers that I have here, I loved. These down here that are just hanging over, I love those because I love the movement and the life it gave to the whole arrangement. Now there were a lot of leaves on these, a lot of leaves. So I cut the leaves off and I strategically placed the leaves because what they did is they picked up the exact color and drew all the color right back into the arrangement. So I'm really happy with this, primarily because I wanted to show off my grandma. I just wanted to show off my grandma. And I think that this and her beautiful florals and her beautiful dress did exactly what I wanted. So with that being said, take a little walk. Walk out into your floral departments and see what really is beautiful and speaks to your heart. Because when you have what speaks to your heart, you will create something that will be beautiful in your home. So thank you so much for coming. Please subscribe, hit the bell so you'll know when we're doing more videos. We've been doing a lot of videos, and we hope to do a video every single day. That's our goal. So thank you. Many good wishes to you and beautiful arrangements coming to you. Thank you. Bye.